Well, just hours ago, Columbus public health leaders started wrapping up a call to action event, all with the goal to address racism as a public health crisis. It's part of the Undesign the Redline event exhibit. During that event, city leaders launched the Healthy Children and Safe Homes by 2040 project. The focus is preventing lead exposure to children in neighborhoods that were redlined decades ago. To start, 3 neighborhoods will be the first focus of the Healthy Children Safe Houses initiative: the Near East Side, Greater Linden, and the South Side. The health commissioner for Columbus Public Health spoke to 10 TV's Tracy Townsend about why the $44 million investment in families now is key to their future success. It's an interview you only see here on 10.
An exhibit in black and white with a focus on black, white, and red.
There was still structural segregation.
Undesign the Redline exposes the history of structural racism caused by the 1936 Homeowners Loan Corporation redlining maps. Columbus Public Health Commissioner Dr. Mashika Roberts told me that she saw it and then had the entire 500-member public health staff see it too.
I've heard mostly positive feedback, but I will admit to you, I've had some staff that said it was triggering for them. That, some of this was their lived experience.
A difficult experience then and now, when you consider the federal government's role in making it nearly impossible for black and brown people to buy homes in certain neighborhoods, effectively putting wealth building out of reach.
And when you look at the infrastructure of those neighborhoods today, you look at the schools, you look at the sidewalks, you look at the lack of resources, this is something that was done in the 1930s, and we're still living with it and still talking about it today.
Here's a look at why the health commissioner says it's time to turn talk into action. Data shows life expectancy in Franklinton of 60 years, but 22 years longer for people in Upper Arlington, yet the neighborhoods are just 7 miles apart.
But Franklinton was a previously redlined community. Upper Arlington had deed restrictions that specifically said you cannot sell this to a black person. So black people many, many years ago weren't allowed to buy homes in those neighborhoods.
Also among those neighborhoods, the Near East Side, Greater Linden, and the South Side, where one concern among many is lead paint, widely known to be dangerous to young children. The federal government banned it for residential use in 1978, but Dr. Roberts and other public health leaders say 45 years later, the policy is not working.
So we talk about violence in our community. Well, maybe some of these kids are exposed to lead, and there's research out there that shows that lead exposure can lead to antisocial behavior that can contribute to violence.
Roberts says the Healthy Children Safe Houses 2040 initiative of lead testing and screening will help families striving to do right by their children by finding a home.
And we've got to do better. We owe it to our kids. We owe it to our future. These kids are our future.
A future no longer just black and white, and possible if and when there is action taken. Tracy Townsend, 10 TV News.